Hi guys, welcome back to another P3D version 5 video. It's been a while since I did a video because I've been busy with a lot of work, but finally found an opening, so thought it was time. And we're today flying the 737-800BCF by PMDG. We are at Alexander the Great Airport, Skopje, North Macedonia, and we are flying to Turkey, Antalya. So a short cargo hop with the lovely 737. And we're flying for Arrow Virtual Cargo. So the only virtual airline that I'm part of that's only cargo. And as a first step, actually, what we're gonna do is set everything up so we can get the flight started through the ACARS system. But we're just gonna do a quick walk around, just admire the beautiful 737. As always, it looks very nice. It's just a very well done aircraft for P3D. As you can see, we only have, I guess, winglets, not those split scimitars that some of the 737. I don't know actually if the cargo version could have split scimitars. I guess there's nothing saying no or forbidding that, but I assume it's just not been very common. I guess usually when you do the cargo conversions, it's older frames. But yeah, generally looking good. No complaints from my side. The only thing I've added to this livery is the EU flag, since I mainly fly in Europe. But okay, let's get on board. See if this works. Yeah, look at that chase plane. We'll go like this, and then we'll jump inside. And similar to the last time we flew with the 737, we do have the nice immersive audio. So hopefully that does add a bit of to the immersion. We'll start the DC and ground power. It always get a bit of a lag when I start the ground power, but after that it works. We'll check if I do have let me check here. No, we don't need sim market, we don't need Orbex. Do I have 2 pilot to ADC? Or is that just yeah, we only need 1. But what we do need is of course to import the flight plan. And then what we do need to do is check if I have a cockpit simulator working. It says it's on, but it doesn't seem to be on. That's annoying. We'll restart it. Sometimes it just takes a couple of tries. There we go. So now we have the FMC working, the hardware one. And what we'll have to do, because there's some specific steps with the PMDG one for the ACARS system, is to go and change certain settings. I'll do it here quickly. We'll do fuel 100%, not 1000, 100. I'm also gonna check actually that we don't have any failures, non-active, so that's good. Payload also needs to go to 100%. And yeah, we have a bit of lag. Let me fix that quickly. All the lights off. Parking brake to on. And then open the main door. And that should do it, I hope. Let's check our outside viewpoints. Do we have anything nice? We have a couple of ones, but nothing too nice. Nothing from the front, I assume. It doesn't seem like we do. Maybe we can just replace this tail one if we want to jump out and get some perspective. And that's pretty cool. You can see the flags moving here. Or I guess the flag, the North Macedonian flag. So we'll go down like this. Get us a nice view. I want to do the cargo, maybe want to do it from this perspective. And let's start this system, the ACAS. So we'll start, let me see, get latest flight bid, start log, yes, yes, yes. There's always something weird. Okay, let's try again. See if we have any luck. Okay, start log. Open main door. We have done Shift E. There we go. Okay, we got the inputs that we're supposed to have. Okay, so we want to set that to 32%. I'm just going to use this one to be a bit quicker. And that should be it. And yeah, we don't need to tweak anything more. We have our, or at least not tweak anything more in relation to the ACAR system. Okay, so we're not doing a very long hop, but it's still a bit of a hop. The question is...
Parking brake set. Flaps retracted. Speed brakes retracted.
That's the first officer.
Boarding phase ongoing, Captain.
Here, let me see.
Hi, Captain. I'm Dennis. Your first officer on this flight.
I can just check quickly the weather. I tried to do this flight earlier, but got caught in awful CB storms. I've never actually experienced it that bad. Could be that I'm using the volumetric cloud, somehow that's maybe impacting it, but it was just nuts. Tried to land at Antalya, total fail. Or I actually managed to land, but I broke through all the restrictions of the virtual airline, so I just decided to sulk in a corner and not post that video.
Main door closed and locked.
It was a good flight up until that point, though. I'll give myself that. Yeah, I don't know why it says main door closed. It does seem to bug out a bit. It's not the most perfect ACARs.
Autopilot activated. Main door open. Autopilot off.
Yeah, autopilot, really? Yeah, we can check that these work. We should have arrow cargo set already in Pilot 30C, so that's good.
Main door closed and locked.
Yeah, they want us to open some of these doors. So let's open the main cargo, the cargo forward, the cargo aft, and the cargo main. And there's not a lot of traffic here today, but I think it's because I'm on quite low settings with, I think I'm on like 15%, so we have 7 airplanes around us. Not a lot. Whilst we're waiting, We can go to nav on that. Those are on. Emergency lights, we can arm that. Put one of these on. Put the logo lights on. And then what I actually want to set up is my EFB. My hardware one. I've actually really started preferring using it. Once you have the right tool to keep it up, it's much nicer to have your own one compared to using the one in the sim. Another interesting thing, I was watching some of Peter Matthey's old videos with the Stratocruiser, is that if you're using, for example, the weather, or let's say the wind version, or the wind, what would you call it, the layer, the wind layer on Windy, then you can actually tweak the altitude, right? So you can see, like the default one is surface, but let's say you want to see what's the wind at your cruising altitude, so you can get like a picture of that. It's very nice, and when you use it with, you know, the tablet, you can use your fingers to zoom in, etc. So that's quite nice. So highly recommended to get one of those tablets. The one I got, the Samsung A9, only cost like 100 euros, or only, but but still a pretty good price, I would say, compared to some of the more expensive ones. Okay, what we want to do is talk to the ATC, get our clearance, and then after that kind of do all the setup stuff. Arrow 400. Oh, we can't do that yet. I need to first, I'll just check that this makes sense. Yeah, 36 right. 34, this means that we are going to be taking off very close. I do wonder if we could just take off, or do we need to go all the way back? Maybe it's safer to go all the way back, to be honest. We're only going to fly 23. I don't think so, actually. I think we'll fly much higher. We'll do 37. I think that's what I did on my last flight as well. That's crazy low to have 23, so we're not doing that. We're gonna ignore that. We're gonna file this, and we are gonna connect to the sim. We can hide. No, we can't hide it. Sorry about that. We'll have to wait for it to load. Well, almost at least. Okay. Now let's wait and see what's gonna happen.
720 local winds are light and variable.
Okay.
Visibility 2 miles in mist.
Yeah.
8,000 few clouds. Temperature 4, dew point 3.
4.
Current QNH is 1021.
1021.
Arriving and departing runway 34. Skopje International Airport information Alpha, 720 local winds are light and variable. Visibility 2 miles in mist.
Lights are
8,000
variable.
few clouds. Temperature 4, dew point 3. Current QNH is 1021. Arriving and departing runway 34.
Takeoff weight. I'm just gonna check the payload
Skopje
here.
International Airport information Alpha, 720 local winds
Does
are
this
light
align
and
with
variable.
what we're supposed to have?
Visibility 2 miles in mist.
It does actually.
8,000 few clouds. Temperature 4, dew point 3. Current QNH is 1021. Arriving and departing runway 34. Skopje International Airport information Alpha, 720 local winds are light and variable.
Sorry, we need to take off weight,
Visibility
right?
2 miles in mist.
Totally zoning out here.
8,000 few clouds. Temperature 4.
I'm gonna change the comm. We don't need to listen to that anymore. So about 136.7 maybe. With a 25.4. It's missed, but I will put it as dry, because why not? Let's calculate. There we go, we have the performance one, that's good. Arrow 4003, ready to copy, IFR clearance. Let's see, did we get IFR clearance?
Arrow
Yeah.
4003 is cleared to Lima Tango Alpha India. Fly the Ruga 2 Delta departure with the Ruga's transition then as filed. Expect departure runway tree 4. Climb to 8,000 feet via the departure. Expect higher clearances 2 minutes after departure. Skopje control on 119.37.
Oh, that's just the
Squawk
hardware one.
4202.
4202.
Arrow 4003 is cleared to Lima Tango Alpha India. Fly the Ruga 2 Delta departure with the Ruga's transition then as filed. Climb to 8,000 feet via the departure.
Okay, we have the
Expect higher
TCAS. I'm gonna put it
clearances
on
2
so I don't
minutes
forget.
after departure. Skopje control on 119.37.
I'll put the local
Squawk
barrow.
4202.
8,000 feet, right?
Arrow 4003 readback correct. QNH is
And
1021.
we're flying the
Let us know when you're ready
Rugas
for
to
pushback.
the Rugas departure. I'll move this away so we don't. So when I open Pilot ADC, you don't
QNH
have to
is
see it.
1021. Arrow 4003.
Okay, and after Ruga, let's try to remember to use our expensive hardware. FMC. LM. O, and then we're doing N. 1, 2. It's a pretty long flight. It'll take about 2 hours, I think. Give or take. Well, counting everything else, so it's not gonna be a short video. Which I guess has its benefits or negative aspects. Yeah, why put it 127? That's just weird. IMR. I think it will be this one. Let me just check. Rixo IMR, is that going to be a direct? Yeah, Resso is the one. No, that's a direct. Interesting. Not sure why I wanted an airway in between. T4 8 9 Lamsa, and that should be our approach. So approach at Lamsa 1 right. I think they usually give the Zulu one when I've done this before. And they will say another Lamsa, but they're gonna mean the Lamsa 1 right. Don't ask why, I have no clue why they say a wrong one. That's what they did during my last flight, so I'm now always worried about that. Init performance 122.1 for 0 fuel. Reserves of I think it's around 2. Cost index is gonna be 52. 3, so we're flying a bit lower than the optimum, or I guess the suggested trip cruise. 261 61 at 3 2 for the wind. The N1 limit it's gonna be with a selected tempo of 45. We can fly the rated TO1 takeoff flaps 5 25.4 for the CG. The wind we can put it as 0. No slope because we're flying P3D. Okay, 136, 137, 142. Yeah, that aligns. Back to performance in it and execute. And we are supposed to be taking off at, let me see, 1331 UTC. So we are basically at that point. That's good. I'm gonna start the APU. I'm pretty sure the boarding etc. is complete. So I'll also do the FS actions in that regard. That means closing the doors, main, forward, aft, and of course the normal main door. We'll put this on the legs. Let's be prepared also with this one to remove the ground service. Let me have a look. Did I have LTAI as a chart? I do have that, so that's good. We can operate the stairs, get rid of those. We should soon enough have APU available, I hope. Yeah, we can put those on. Check that these are fine. We'll do 37, right? 37, 150. All of these fuel ones. And with that in mind, we can release ground power and the chocks. We'll ask for pushback. Arrow 4003, ready for pushback. And they still don't understand what I'm saying, so we'll have the co-pilot ask.
Tower,
No, we
Arrow
don't need
4003 ready for
de-icing.
pushback.
Even though I'm pretty sure there was a warning for
4003
icing,
pushback
right?
approved.
Moderate icing.
Pushback approved.
So we gotta be a
Arrow
bit careful.
4003.
Okay, pushback approved. We'll go back to the legs page on the main FMC. But yeah, we're basically looking ready to go. It's gonna be a pretty quick out from this airport. We can do flight directors on. Trim, we should probably set that. 4.8. Yeah, we are ready for pushback. That will do. Let me see, loading cargo, status ongoing, that's fine I guess. Let's keep the flaps 0. Okay, I think they're connecting, well hopefully something. I guess technically we could just turn ourselves here to be honest. But that's the pushback tug. Okay, what do we need to do? What do we need to prep? We asked for pushback, we need to do taxi. Beacon is needed. Not too many viewpoints inside of this aircraft unfortunately. Need to set up some more.
Alright, then we'll call you when the gusts drop to level 32. That would be perfect. The 33 knots of gust is okay for us.
Okay, connecting to us. It's crazy, I really like flying the 737, but for some reason it's... I think it's this one and the Airbus, they're so, you know, common that they're not that interesting. Even though they are of course interesting to fly.
Release parking brakes, please.
But I guess they are kind of the buses of the sky. Okay, release parking brake. Anything that we are missing? Don't think so.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Yeah, we'll ignore that.
Beacon lights on. Pushback started. Right
Okay,
side clear.
pushback started.
gusting 32.
We're starting the right engine first.
Our max crosswind limit, including gusts, is
Adding a bit of
33,
fuel to the mix.
5035 or 23032.
It's crazy though, I'm not sure if the sound packs were worth it. I really thought they were gonna be amazingly good and I would get one from Mad Dog, but I'm not sure they're that much better than
One engine running.
the default sounds, to be honest. So yeah, a bit of a bummer. Maybe they're a bit crisper, but that's about it. And what did we get in terms of 142? Let's put that here. Okay. We can start engine 1 or the left engine. And where are they putting us? Maybe here. Okay, increasing values, fuel,
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
parking brake set. We'll confirm good engine start.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect. Unlocking gear.
Two engines running.
God damn, we got a penalty for unfunctional. Oh, because it was moved to 1344. I hate this penalty system. Okay, so we just need to be careful to not get any further. We'll get one for excess thrust probably, but let's try to avoid below 10,000.
After startup
That's annoying.
Activate Lima, cross runway today 4 and contact 801 to run decimal 755. Goodbye.
check. Electricity generators on.
I'm not a big fan of these too strict because you know sometimes things just happen, right?
System set. APU
Yeah, we don't want dual bleed.
APU generator off. APU master off. Packs.
Yeah,
set.
APU off.
After startup checklist complete. Flaps on. Flaps 2.
Yeah, let's pay attention that we get the flaps to 0 so we don't get any penalties in that regard.
Flaps 5. Flaps 1.
Okay, so flaps are going to 5.
Flaps 5.
This guy is ready with us, so that's nice. And let me see, yeah, there we go. What else do we need? What else do we need to do? We need to arm that one, LNAV, VNAV. We'll manually fly most of it, but taxi light.
Taxi lights on. Parking brake released.
Let's add a bit of thrust, get this bird moving. And oh yeah, TFC. And we probably want to do terrain on this one, weather radar on that one. Because we're in a bit of a valley, so I guess there is a risk of things going wrong. But yeah, look at this beauty. Very nice looking plane. Okay, and what else do we need to do? We need to... Oh yeah, taxi clearance. Failure. Let's have our co-pilot do that, because I am not too good at it. Or I'm at least not
Tower,
successful
Arrow
at it.
4003 ready to taxi.
Yeah,
Arrow 4003 taxi to runway tree 4 via Alpha. Hold short runway tree 4.
okay, hold short.
Taxi to runway tree 4 via Alpha. Hold
Yeah,
short
this one
runway
should
tree
go
4
on.
Arrow 4003.
Okay, let's...
Arrow 4003 advise when ready for departure.
Wilco, Arrow 4003. Tower, Arrow 4003 ready for departure.
Okay, let's see.
Aero 4003 winds are 09
Yeah.
6 at 2 knots. Runway tree 4 cleared for takeoff, squawk 4202.
Strobe lights on.
Runway tree 4 cleared for takeoff. Squawking
Did
4202
it get the landing
arrow
lights or?
4003.
Taxi. Landing lights on.
Yeah, landing lights on. Good. Let's turn here.
There's 1326, stop climb at 4,000 feet.
We can
Stop
shut
climb at
this
4,000
one.
feet.
On runway 161,600 feet.
Remaining.
Autopilot activated. Autopilot off.
Goddamn autopilot button.
There's 1326, contact it.
Okay, so we are on the runway. Things are looking okay-ish. We'll hand fly as much as we can. And we'll take off kind of ASAP to save ourselves some time. Most things for the before takeoff checklists are set. Auto brakes, flaps, lights, altitudes, max, maybe not the heading. That's about the only thing I can think of. And now it's kind of set as well. Okay. Are we ready? I think so.
Approaching 3-4.
Okay, we'll turn around.
We just at 449, turn left here, get activate Foxtrot and contact apron 121 decimal 755
Push up the engines. N1, LNAV, VNAV. Zoom in on that one and just be ready to follow the flight directors.
Speed alive.
Speed alive.
80.
80 knots check.
Speed 100.
100 knots checked.
With 1 horsepower, there's the Alan runway 28 and please not ready. Landing up on
21. Rotate. And we are rotating.
Rotate. Taking off.
Taking off. Positive rate of climb. Gear coming up.
Positive climb.
Okay, let's see, gear is up.
Flaps 2.
Going flaps 2. And we need to turn and continue climbing. Quick moves today.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 2. Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
After takeoff checklist. Landing gear up. Check. Flaps adjusted. Check. Speed restriction. Check. Packs on. After takeoff checklist.
Arrow 4003 contact Skopje control on 119.37.
Turn those off.
Taxi lights.
Control on 119.37, arrow 4003.
Now we still want to go to flaps 0. So let's try to push the nose down a bit.
Control arrow 4003, climbing to 8,000 feet.
Okay, I think we are
Arrow
closing in.
4003, this is Skopje control, go ahead.
Yeah, there we
Flaps
go.
retracted. Flaps 1.
Flaps retracted.
Flaps retracted.
Flaps retracted. Okay, so far so good. Aircraft looking lovely. Oh. Let's be a bit careful with the overspeed, like I mentioned. I'm having a bit of trouble following the nav here. I won't change the barrow. We'll do 18,000.
Flight level 170.
18,000 usually works best.
Climb and maintain flight level 170.
I'm gonna already put it to
Arrow
37,000 because that's what we're gonna
4003.
get. We're gonna turn here gently. Was that the sun I saw? Oh. Pushing down a bit too much. Let's go. Don't want to push this bird too much. Okay, we're at 7,000, 8,000 almost. Yeah, there's the sun. I always get confused because I'm thinking the sun is much higher than it is, but you know, it's winter now, it's much lower. Can't get any illusions in that regard. We're almost at 10,000, so that's good. Yeah, let's see, now we can put the nose up a bit. Looks like we have some sort of overcast and then a bit of cumulus on top. Looks pretty decent, not the best clouds I've seen in the volumetric sphere, but
Passing 10,000.
pretty okay. We're
Landing lights off.
passing 10,000.
Passing 10,000 feet checklist. Speed restriction. Passed. Flaps. Considered. Landing lights off.
Good.
Anti-ice.
Now we're almost on the straight line. Still hand flying. One thing I always seem to forget, if I haven't flown this in a while, is the amount of trim it needs to fly reasonably well. A very trim sensitive aircraft.
Checking vertical speed.
There we go. Now it's going as we want it to go.
Cafe 270, proceed direct to Charlie Delta Alpha. Direct Charlie Delta Alpha, Cafe
And now we're kind of flying straight, so it's almost no point anymore. We'll go on autopilot, let it be a bit more efficient with our climb. Oh yeah, look at this bird. She's a beauty. We'll take okay looking. Let me see, maybe wanna take another one with a bit of a bigger frame for the thumbnail. But yeah, very pretty aircraft. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, soon at 18,000 we'll change our baro setting. In terms of the weather, we're gonna be flying at a altitude of 37,000-ish. Let's use 39,000 once and check. We'll have a tailwind at the beginning. It will be like a bit from hitting the aircraft from the right or from the west. And then we'll have a tailwind again on our way to Antalya.
Arrow 4003.
So yeah, it's gonna be might be a bit faster than when I flew this last time. I think I had totally different winds back then. But yeah, looking good. Climbing as we should. There we have the moon. It's crazy. I think if they could have just put a bit of more effort, maybe, you know, True Sky was the problem. They didn't do their own volumetric. But I think, like, you know, it could have looked pretty nice in P3D version 5. I know version 7 is being released. Let me actually check if it has been. YouTube,
Passing flight level 180.
Lockheed. Oh yeah, let's put that to standard while we wait. Because I do think, and I'm just gonna
Passing
put,
18,000 feet checklist.
let me see, prepare 3D Fuse, a next gen simulation solution.
Cabin pressure verified.
Huh. It looks pretty interesting. Here you can see a bit. Not sure what it is though. It's based on Unreal Engine. It definitely looks better. The comments seem to be should be available to public.
Gallop 565,
Lol. Okay. So it doesn't seem to have been any great new add-on. I'm gonna check what other people have written on Discord. I was actually a bit hyped about that. I thought that, hey, now we're gonna get this cool military-civilian combination of a sim that won't cost crazy amounts of money. Not for entertainment purposes though. God damn. They should definitely have tried. Let me check what they're writing on their website.
Arrow 4003 climb and maintain flight level 330.
Climb and maintain
But
flight
it looks
level
very good. It's a
330.
damn shame.
Fuel
Arrow
load.
I mean, look at this. This could have
4003.
been. Fused blends Lockheed Martin's simulation legacy with commercial available cutting-edge graphics and AI-generated terrain and sensor modeling. It looks like a very interesting.
Reaching initial top of climb.
Oh well.
Cruise level checklist. Anti-ice. Verified. Fuel temperature and heating. Verified. Cabin pressure verified. Air condition system set.
Yeah, I
Logo
think
lights as desired.
most
Fuel
things should be
status
set
verified. Cruise
correctly.
level checklist completed.
Guess we don't need the seatbelt sign, but I mean, who cares? It's a cargo flight, right? They should have gone for Unreal Engine at an earlier point. I think that could have really helped them. I mean, imagine having both the military and the commercial, you know, the commercial, sorry, the military and the private entertainment people. The entertainment people, they could do all the bugging, right? It would be like a free pool of people just, you know, checking bugs, etc. And then, you know, you would always have the two revenue streams. But oh well. Can't always get what we want. I'll at least get to enjoy P3D version 5 for a long time. Okay, top of cruise, top of descent. It's gonna be a long flight. Considering that, I think I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the views. Not much else actually to do. The downside of flying the modern ones, I get bored. I know there's things to do in terms of, you know, checking at the waypoints, the fuel, etc. But I'm not too much into doing those kind of smaller checks, which are of course important in real life, but not when you're flying a sim in a confined space. So I'm gonna leave you guys with, yeah, good question. Which view? I kind of like this one, but at the same time I think it's also a bit boring if you can't see what's going around or going on in the plane itself. So I think this will be perfect, and you can still see this one. I'm going to zoom it in a bit. And then I'll be back in, or I'll be back just before the approach and wrap that up. So it should be good. So let's see. But yeah, see you in a jiffy.
Arrow 4003 contact Athens Control on 135.87.
Control on 135.87, Arrow 4003. Control Arrow 4003. Climbing to flight level 330.
Arrow 4003, this is Athens Control, go ahead.
Goedendag, Kenneman 375, out of 88, climbing 130.
Dag Kenneman 375, level 250 and 3 door Melo.
On Melo, level 250, 1375, bedankt.
Arrow 4003, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climb and maintain flight level 370. Arrow 4003.
Service director on 320 knots, 1.75 Mike Delta. 75 Mike Delta, all correct. Thank you. Bravo Mike Contact, passing frequency 123.855. Negative 133.855. 133.855, go ahead. Goedemiddag, Oscar, Oscar Mike, Mike, climb 130. Dag Oscar, Oscar Mike, Mike Tango, climb flight level 250. Climb 250, Oscar Mike Tango. Oscar Mike Tango, echoing Oscar. Well, Mike Tango, thank you. Kenneman 755, good afternoon, control heading, climb level 230. Heading 230, Kenneman 755. College 7 to Whiskey, speed to approach 190.055, go right. 190.055, 172 Whiskey, get in. Kenneman 652, left Artist, then Sheriff of Boston. Artist, Sheriff of Boston, Kenneman 652. Kenneman 68 kilo, right heading 300. Right heading 300, Kenneman 68 kilo, just be sure we will also clear to 6000. Yeah, copy. sorry, we sent already in 16, okay, 6 and yes. Okay. Get them on 656, minus 70.
Level 70, get on 165.
Oscar Mike Tango, direct to Whiskey Sierra November.
Whiskey Sierra November for Oscar Mike Tango, thank you.
Oscar Mike Tango, level 270.
Class 270, Oscar Mike Tango.
Africa 165, speed advice. 165 to speed to 20. Speed to 20, 165.
Orange 775 has started PDT descending 260 ATIP, level 55 miles prior ATIP.
Orange 776, hello. Continue to RTIP, runway 18 right, please.
The ATIP N1 is rising in Orange 776.
Arrow for 003, descent across Lima Alpha Mike Sierra Alpha at flight level 1 for 5, then descend via the LAMS 1 Echo arrival to 2,500 feet. QNH is 10. Arrow for 003, fly the LAMS 1 Echo arrival, maintain 2,500 feet. QNH is 1020 at Antalya International Airport for the ILS Zulu approach to runway 36 right with the LRA transition at Antalya International Airport.
Fly the LAMS 1 Echo, arrival maintain 2,500 feet. QNH is 1020 for the ILS Zulu approach to runway 36 right with the LRA transition. Arrow 4003.
Orange 201, climb to level 250.
Climb level 250, Orange 201.
flight level 100.
Level 100 or Pacific. LWSK 6825, passing 82, climbing 130.
Ruby Jet 6825, hello, climb for level 220.
Climbing level 220, after jet 6825. Hello, Amsterdam, Gordon 6 Kilo Bravo, descending flight level 26 here in Stockholm.
Gordon 6 Kilo Bravo, hello, Norcu direct active, runway is 18 right.
Novo active, 18 right, 6 Kilo Bravo.
Gordon 6 Kilo Bravo, descent for level 140.
Level 140, Gordon 6 Kilo Bravo. Gordon 60 Fox, passing 80, climbing 130,
60 Foxtrot, goedemiddag, climb for level 220.
level 220, 60 Fox.
Get up 60 Foxtrot, proceed direct to Lasis. Could you check your moisture also? It's missing a Lima.
Track glasses and yeah, what is it? Can I have 60 Fox?
Okay. Jet 6825, proceed direct to Romelo.
Direct to Romelo, after jet 6825. Hello, Kilo 3 Yankee passing 934, 30 to orbit.
Kilo 3 Yankee, goedemiddag, climb for level 250, proceed direct to Carly.
Kilo 3250 to Carly, Kilo 3 Yankee. Alpine 45 Bravo Hotel, climbing level 130.
Alpine 45 Bravo Hotel, goedemiddag, climb for level 220.
Level 220, Alpine 45 Bravo Hotel.
Jet 6825, climb for level 250.
Climbing level 250, jet 6825.
Orange 776, descent for level 70 and proceed active, Sierra Papa Lima.
The 7570, active Sierra Papa Lima, on 776. Alpine 45 Bravo Hotel, proceed direct to Cola, Charlie Oscar Lima.
Cola, Alpine 45 Bravo Hotel.
Point 776, contact approach, 119.055, goodbye.
119.055, goodbye, all 776.
Kilo 63 Foxtrot, climb for level 250.
Level 250, okay, 3 folks. Reken op mijn 4 November, passing van level 85 voor 130 CR.
Kilo 19 November, goedemiddag, climb for level 220, proceed direct to Denko.
Level 220 and direct to Denko, KLM 19 November.
Kilo 961, direct to Cola.
Direct Cola, KLM 961.
Brandon 6 Kilo Bravo, descent for level 70, and proceed active, Sierra Lima.
Milo 70, Arctic Sierra, for the 6 Bravo.
Time for a cup of coffee.
Kilo 19 November, climb for level 250.
Climb for level 250, Kilo 19 November.
Alpine 45 Bravo Hotel, climb for level 250.
Level 250, Alpine 45 Bravo.
Goedemiddag, Xavier 9 Zulu, passing 72, climb 130. Xavier 9 Zulu, goedemiddag, climb for level 220.
Climb level 220, Xavier 9 Zulu, and objective copy climb, this speed to flight level 120.
Clear, dat is goed.
Goed.
Xavier 9 Zulu, direct to Germinghausen.
Germinghausen, dank u, Xavier 9.
Xavier 5 Lima, direct to Germinghausen.
Germinghausen, dank u, mevrouw.
Kilo 961, climb for level 250.
Lulusen 7 Fox Papa level 7 will 10 watt field level market float.
Hello, Lufthansa 7 Foxtrot Papa, flying for level 210.
7 Fox Papa, can fly level 210.
American 45 November, climb level 130.
Get a 45 November, goedemiddag, flying for level 250.
Level 250, 45 November.
Airport 2694, good afternoon, Hotel 250.
Hello, Airport 2694, your speed 300 knots or greater, direct active, runway is 18 right.
Speed 300 and greater, direct active, 18 right, Airport 2694.
Get a 45 November, proceed direct with Dozer.
Dozer, 45 November.
Hello, Jordanian 47 Echo out of 050 climbing 130.
Jordanian 4 seconds Echo, flying for level 220.
On flight level 220, Jordanian 47 Echo.
Hello, British Carrier 325 heavy, our speed 270.
Average cargo 625, hello, maintain speed 270 knots or less, direct active, runway is 18 right.
18 right to active, speed 270, British Carrier 325.
Having flown half the distance, Captain.
Just confirmation, direct to Anmur or Irbal? Irbal. Direct to Irbal, India Romeo Bravo Alpha Lima Pacific 337. Yeah, that's correct.
Tom Trade 699, contact ground from 128.835, good night.
128.835, Tom Jet 699, good night.
Plus 6037, contact ground from 133.415, good night.
132.415, Apple 637, good night.
Jet 1 Juliet Lima, good morning, squawk 2753, and please for present direct to Airbow.
Squawking 2753, direct Airbow from Jet 1 Juliet Lima.
Flight level 380.
Jet 4 Alpha Kilo, good morning, squawk 7527, direct to Kentucky.
Kazakh squawk 7527, Jet 4 Alpha Kilo. Jet 4 Alpha Kilo, so that's direct to Kazakh first, please.
Yes, that's correct.
Right, thank you very much.
Arrow for 003, contact Istanbul Center on 119.3.
Center on 119.3, Arrow 4003. Center Arrow 4003, descending via the LAMS 1E arrival to 2,500 feet.
Arrow for 003, this is Istanbul Center, go ahead.
Good morning, here, Trust 142, level 310, code need to.
Here, Trust 142, good morning, identified. Continue to need to.
Continue to need to, field pass 10 again.
Jet 1 Juliet Lima, contact ground from 128.835, good night.
128.835, from Jet 1 Juliet Lima, correct.
Here, Trans 142, contact Geneva 126.050, good night.
126, just on 0, thank you, Trans 142.
Good morning, Airbow 210, climbing 30 Bravo.
Here, Trans 2120, hello, squawk 2772.
Goodbye.
Captain, still 200 miles until arrival.
132.880 120, okay. Good morning, White Star 6402, level 3401 available.
White Star 6402, good morning, report ready for descent.
White Star 6402, welcome.
Good morning, Universe 144, flight level 310, course to NIM2.
Trans 144, hello, continue to NIM2.
Continue to NIM2, Universe 144.
White Star 6402, we are happy for the descent.
White Star 6402, roger, descent flight level 250.
White Star 6402, descending flight level 250.
White Star 6402, further with Milan on 125.275, bye-bye.
White Star 6402, Milano 125.275, bye-bye.
Trans 144, contact Geneva 126.050, bye-bye.
16050, Universe 144, thank you, bye. This is Hello Ethiopian 510, flight level 430, approach Sultan.
Ethiopian 510, good morning, squawk 2766.
Squawk 2766, Ethiopian 510.
Ethiopian 510, proceed for present direct to Sandy.
Direct Sandy, Ethiopian 510.
Equity, your Trans 3981, maintain 310 on course to Bergamo.
Trans 391, hello, report ready for descent.
Oh, you, thank you.
Your Trans 7332, when ready, descent for level 250.
Let's see. Now I think it works. Perfect. Managed to press the mute button on my mic. Ah. Actually forgot that I had one, but apparently I did. Okay, let's see. It's definitely becoming darker. I hope we're able to land before it's that dark, but let's see. Okay, so we are about, let's see, 40 nautical miles from our top of descent. We did get the input, or the input already on the descent. They did say LAMS 1 Echo arrival, and that's a different one than the one we have. We have the LAMS 1 R, but that's the one they're actually meaning, it seems, with the one that they gave us. So we're gonna fly that, and that's fine. We did get the right input otherwise. So this will work, as you can see here. It will work very nicely as well. I'm gonna go back to the map mode. We got descent to 2500, so we're gonna put that into the altitude selector on the autopilot panel. 2500. Did we get any input on altimeter? We did. 1020. So we can put that as the standby one. So once we switch, we have that. Then we also need to check the. Let me just check the. I think it was ILS Zulu. ILS Zulu approach runway 36. And we'll have 181 for the localizer. So 181. 181. Course of 182. I'm gonna put both of these. 182, just in case the weather changes. After my last ordeal here at Antalya, I am a bit cautious. I'm also gonna focus quite a bit on getting that landing rate correct. Because the fun part is that, oh well, let's remove this 2D panel, is that even though the landing was crazy, I think I could have done a better landing rate. But I was just so focused on keeping it center-lined, so yeah. Failed that one the last time around, but this time it's gonna go better. We are gonna check the nasty weather, so we're gonna go to rain and thunder. Check that we have nothing close to Antalya. It's actually getting closer now. The fun part is that it's quite late now in real life compared to the day. It's probably warmer during the day, but it's only 11 degrees now. So that's fine. And let me see, we are... It's funny though, if you're looking into Friday, we're gonna have more thunderstorms. Sunday as well. So it feels like there's some really shitty weather at these times. But that's fine. Let's check quickly again. We wanna be at the current time, not temperature. But we rather want to see clouds. And there should be no clouds almost. Kind of minor, very much like these clouds. Now let me change the viewpoint quickly. But yeah, something like these. A bit weird looking. Not sure what's going on here. I'm gonna assume it has something to do with the sun. But yeah, they are a bit of hit and miss with the volumetric one, I'm gonna be honest. They are much nicer to fly in though, I would generally say at least. Since we have pretty good visual, I'm gonna do weather radar on this one and terrain on the right one. We'll do auto brake 2. I think that's gonna be fine. We'll just pick this one. I think the norm is to land with 30 flaps. I just do 40, because why not? Can't hurt. Or I guess it can hurt a bit, the flaps, but oh well. Since it's becoming a bit darker, we are gonna hedge a bit. We'll bring the panel brightness up, so we don't get any issues with the visual side of things. Hopefully not. You know, flood brightness, we can do the panel brightness, get that up. And yeah, looking good. Looking very good. We are ready to reach the top of the descent, and that's gonna start bringing us down. If for some reason it's telling us that we're flying the wrong one, I don't even know what to say anymore. Then I'm really hard time with this Pilot 30C. I maybe need to check if there's an update that fixes that, because there's nothing that I've put in terms of the options that should make it go thinking that we're flying the wrong one. But you never know, of course. Let me check the ACAR system. Looking fine. We actually haven't gotten an engine minus. That's good. Only minus we got was the unpunctual departure. So hopefully we can. Maybe there'll be one more penalty, but hopefully we can keep it at that. That's the hope, at least. What else? What else? What else? Not much else I can think of as of now, to be honest. Maybe this is a nicer view for the... Looks pretty damn good, actually. Let me take this as the... No, actually this one, where it's turning a bit more. Yeah, let's use that for thumbnail. Nicer with the shadows. Let's put a nice... Look at that wing flex. Just looking awesome. We can keep, I think, this one for the outside view. Okay, we are descending now. And I really like flying into Antalya. It's very beautiful. Flown into Antalya in real life as well. Holiday trips 15 plus years ago. Don't remember anything from them, but at least I get to relive them in the flight sim world. And God, I bought a lot of things now during this latest sales. The Black Friday ones. For X-Plane, I think I got the Mitsubishi, the MU2. I got the 767-200 package, the upgrade one from Flight Factor. The one I haven't been able to yet decide on if I'm gonna pull it or actually pull the trigger on is the Lineage, or the Embraer Lineage. I'm very close on pulling the trigger, but I'm not sure. I bought so many airports as well. From Orbex I bought Northern Rockies, Kelowna Airport, Edmonton. I got the Whangarei Airport with my orbs. And then I got... what else did I get from Orbex? God damn, totally forgetting now. Blanking. But I think I got... Let me actually check. I can go to Orbex direct and see my account. And my... I always get a bit of a stomach sore when I'm looking at my history of things I've bought. It is a lot. Let me see. Actually, maybe my email will have more. But in terms of sim market, where I buy a lot of my airports, just because they do have sales, I bought the FS Sim Studios Quebec City, sorry, for, and there's a P3 version 5 version for that one, so that's pretty cool. I got the Ako Design Taiwan Kaohsiung and Taiwan Zhongshan. I got the UK 2000 scenery Stansted and Belfast City, both looking really good. I got the FS Dream Team Louisville. Doesn't work. Don't buy it, please, people. Don't buy it. They are hopefully gonna fix that, but let's see. Then I got the immersive audio things, and then I got the Swiss Milsim, the Moran and the Vampire and the Venom, because those were on like 80% sales. I've flown them. Pretty good. Pretty good. Not the best ones, but I'll definitely feature them. Let's see.
Okay, copy, maintain level 350. Thank you, maintain 350, Emirates 220.
Oh, it seems like we can... Let me see, you can actually sign up for some sort of wish list for getting prepared 3D. Where do you sign up? Where do you sign up? Oh, but that doesn't help. Okay, let's see if this fuse thing is gonna be something interesting or not. Hard to say based on the current input. And we are descending. Look at this. Looks quite... there's really no clouds. But I mean, this is really P3D at its finest. You know, using the nice photoreal. Flying with the nice kind of sunset. With a nice add-on. Yeah. Even if we don't get to do it in Fuse, we can still enjoy P3D version 5. And I guess 6 for those who uses that. Well, what was I checking? Oh yeah, my Orbix purchases this this time around. What did I get? That's the question. So I did get Bang Array, as I said, Northern Rockies, Kelowna, and Edmonton. I think that was it. So quite a bit. A lot of money spent. The one I'm still wondering about is the Embraer one. It's actually a bit between. So thinking I would want the business jet. I have of course the default Citation X. It would be nice. The only thing that's keeping me is like, okay, if I buy this, even if it's on sale for 50 euros, I could get for another 50 euros, I could get the full lineup. But I mean, look at this beauty. The thing is though, do I fly the Embraer enough to have it in 2 sims? Probably not. That's always the problem, right? But of course, if I would eventually have to ditch P3D, this package would be the one to get. And stay on X-Plane. But yeah, a lot of good sales actually right now. Nothing you can go wrong with. I mean, X-Plane in that sense has kind of everything covered. You know, they even have the dash, the MD-11, and those are pretty good, even compared to the P3D versions. The only thing I guess they don't have as kind of the same level is the MD-80, even though it is good as well, but not that good. In terms of other add-ons, actually, is that many I'm still wishing for? Let me see. The Aerobask Phenom 300, yeah, maybe that one. Yeah, I guess it's between the Aerobask Phenom 300. Oh yeah, now we're below, so it's time to switch. do 120. Where you can see we're coming in here. Sorry about that.
18,000 feet checklist. Barrel reference. Set. Anti-ice.
I'm too focused on the things that I want to buy. Let me see. There's always things one wants to buy, right? But yeah, here's the Embraer 505 Phenom 300. Heard pretty good things about it. The only thing that's holding me off from this one is that even though it looks pretty good in the cabin, I'm not sure if I like the cockpit or not. Specifically if you have the Lineage for only like 18, 20 euros more. Which one would you fly more? Hard. It's always hard with the business jets. I don't fly them that much. But yeah, maybe if I ever ditch all the virtual airlines, I could just do more business jets flying. Okay, but we are coming in here from the west to Antalya.
Center on 127.85.
Looking pretty good. Very nice.
Center on
views.
127.85. Arrow 4003.
And we are still on track. We haven't gotten any complaints.
4003. Descending via the LAMS 1E arrival to 2,500
But look at this,
feet.
these don't align. It's so frustrating.
Arrow 4003, this is Ankara Center, go ahead.
Ankara Center, go ahead. Let's arm the speed brake. I think we'll be fine without it. The thing I do want to check though is the legs page. Yeah, okay, we're gonna descend, but it's gonna be quite abrupt there at the end. And we're likely gonna get a direct. I'm just gonna assume we're gonna get a direct. Like there's no way we're not gonna get a direct, that's for sure. We're soon at 10,000 feet, so let's keep that in mind. We need to put on the landing lights, etc. Weather is looking good. Let's do one verification. Just check if there's anything we need to consider. Okay, a bit of change in altimeter. I think we can trust that more than we can trust the one we have through the Pilot to ADC. We don't need the floodlights, looks ugly. What else? What else do we need to consider? We need to be stabilized on approach. One of the criterias can also give a penalty. So let's try to use the ILS for quite a bit. I think it's like 700 feet above ground. We can use the autopilot with the ILS, but then we should remove that. Yeah, let's have a look at the speed as well. The FMC could be complaining, so let's keep checking that. And look at that, the night light came on. It's the Orbex one, right? So the only thing I'm wondering is if it's too yellow. But might have to look at that at some point. I think here I'm still using the specific photo reel I had from AC Scenery, because it looks very nice. Some of these mountains, it's just very beautiful. No getting around that. Okay, we're continuing our descent. But yeah, in terms of Swiss Mill Sim, if you're gonna get one of those, the one I would recommend, if you're just gonna get one, is the Vampire. It's only 11 euros now, so do get it. It, you know, has rain effects, which the Venom one doesn't have. I kind of hate that when you get to expect something from a developer, they release another version and then they just skip things. But this one is pretty good. Not PBR, and PBR doesn't work with it, so that's the negative. Can't add it, because it breaks the model. But it is, other than that, it's a good one. There's another Venom though that could be an option, and that's the Snap Dynamics one, which I'm thinking of getting, just to see if I like that more.
Approach on 126.9er, Arrow 4003.
But yeah, look at this view. This is really. When I see this kind of, you know, look in the
Approach Arrow
sim, I'm like,
4003.
I don't need
Descending via the
any other
LAMS
sim.
1E arrival to 2,500
It just looks really
feet.
good. And imagine this is
Arrow
based on
4003,
FSX, right?
this is
That's the
Antalya approach, go
kind of the
ahead.
ground or the foundation, with a lot of changes, of course, to make it look as good as it looks. Would have been really interesting to see what P3D version 6 and 7 would have been without these crazy changes, you know, now with the Unreal, etc. for the fuse.
Pillar 1 Hotel Foxtrot, descent altitude 7,000 feet in 81008.
7,000, 1008.
Okay, let's see it turning here. Look at this beauty. And we can see the sun there disappearing, setting in the west. It rises in the east and sets in the west. No warnings from the FMC, that's good news. We can check the progression page. Seems to be it seems like we're a bit high, but nothing too crazy. They're now asking for drag, so I think I will actually add a bit of spoilers. Yeah, we'll add the drag. Hopefully it's sufficient. But yeah, this is actually one of my favorite approaches, just to kind of, in terms of the visual, you know, coming down here. It's pretty nice that it's not totally dark, because you can see these mountains here. It's very beautiful. Oh no, that we didn't want to happen. That was me pushing the trim wheel. Gotta be careful with that. Okay, landing lights on. So now we have those on. Look at that. And that's the addition of the immersion package from Parallel 42. Looks very nice. Yeah, I think everything is considered and looking fine. I think that's the airport we can see there, and we're gonna land on the one furthest to the right. You can see some lights there. Looks to be aircraft moving on the ground. Looking very nice. The thing is though, you would, I guess, see the runway. It's a bit interesting that we would have to zoom in, because that should be the strongest, right? But you know, could just be how it kind of loads into the sim, so I'm not gonna complain too much. Still looks pretty cool with, you know, the light. I really like to fly around dusk and dawn. It's very, very pretty, as the Swede would say. Yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic. Some flat areas here, which I guess ACC unfortunately is partially responsible for. But yeah, they haven't complained anything about our course, etc., all of that sort of stuff. Let me actually see, did I change this to the right one? Because we were flying Topus and then we were flying AIT. Or did they actually ask us to fly with a specific transition? With the LRA transition? Ugh. That could explain why we're quite high still. Yeah, this is why I need to listen. Yeah, this is the one. And we can continue flying this one. But this would be the approach. So we fly in and then out. There we go. Okay, VNav, LNav. Okay, interesting. I think it makes sense though, because when I've looked at this approach, it does show this as an option. I'm just surprised that they haven't given us anything else in terms of, because if I look at the approach, it's very interesting how they're thinking that I'm supposed to do this. So I'm gonna go in and then like get back out and yeah, okay. We'll follow that just because if you know if they give us the vectors, why not follow it? Can't hurt. But yeah, we need to get down quite a bit before we're at the right altitude. So Topus, height, and I'm gonna put in that one. Now we have some turns here that we can do. Let's see if that's what we're gonna be executing or not. We'll know soon enough. Since we're flying, I don't know how I always manage to get that one lit up, but okay. We're gonna put on those lights. So we are really nicely lit up. I think it's also time to add the logo lights. Yeah, I think you can see it's a bit, or it's not that strong, but the logo lights are there. Yeah, look at this. When we zoom in a bit, it's much better. Yeah, if we just have the right zoom level, we can see things clearer. Still gotten nothing in terms of how we should fly this, vectors, etc. We only know it's the LRA transition, so we'll follow that and see what where it takes us. Should be fine, so we'll go out and then turn in for final. But yeah, a bit of an interesting approach. Some airplane is planning on taking off. But yeah, just very, very nice. So highly recommended if you're, whatever sim you're flying, if you have photoreal in that sim, do an approach to Antalya. Doesn't have to be dusk, it's pretty damn beautiful during the day as well. But yeah, this does take up a bit of time, which I would have saved. The video is almost 2 hours already, so well, not one of the longer ones actually. It's pretty fine, but yeah, I do like to save time if possible. Did I? Yeah, the probes were on. Okay, we're now turning here. We're almost at the altitude we want to be at, so that's good. Still heard nothing from yeah, no, still nothing. Interesting, very interesting actually. Maybe we are flying it correctly, so that's why we're not getting anything. How tight turns are we accepting? Can we do even tighter ones? Okay, we're not descending now, which I find a bit interesting. We know we want to be above 1,500. Okay, that makes sense. Not surprising. Okay, a bit of a twisty turn, but at least we get some nice views. I mean, look at this with the city here. Yeah, I think the Orbis nightlight is pretty sufficient for me. I've been thinking about getting the Living Airports one, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. It looks good, but yeah, hard to say. Okay, so we're getting back in here, and then we're gonna fly left. Are we descending yet? Nothing thus far.
Autopilot off. Autopilot activated.
There we go. VNav path. Let's get down to 1500. And actually I think we can descend. I don't see anything that tells us that we need to be higher, so I'm gonna use the vertical to descend. I'm also gonna stop using the speed brakes. That seemed a bit unnecessary.
Flaps retracted.
We'll add flaps 2, I think.
Flaps 2. Flaps retracted. Flaps 1.
We have a speed set, which is fine.
Flaps 2.
We need to change it after the next waypoint. We don't need that. I guess that's good just to see the heading, right? But unnecessary additional information, I would say. Okay, let's check. We wanna be at 2600 at this next one. I think we'll be that. We can descend probably a bit faster.
Flaps 5.
We can do flaps 5.
Flaps 2. Flaps 5.
I'm actually already gonna
2,500 feet, Captain.
remove the auto thrust. No need for that. Now we do want to slow down, so I'm gonna remove a bit of thrust. Because the weather is pretty good, so it's gonna be a manual approach. That's the ops or the rules within the virtual airline. Only if it's a really bad weather we can. Oh no, what's it doing now? Okay, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Why wouldn't it wanna turn? I don't understand. Let's put this down to 170. We'll slow down. Let's see.
Captain, landing gear.
Hey, I know landing gear. It's on the to-do. But not yet. My
Arrow for
friend, not yet.
003, you are 12 nautical miles southeast of the airport. QNH is 1021, cleared for the ILS Zulu approach to runway 36 right for the LRA transition at Antalya International Airport.
We can arm the approach.
QNH is 1021, cleared for the ILS Zulu approach to runway 36 right with the
I
LRA
know.
transition at Antalya International Airport, Arrow 4003.
Captain, landing gear.
This guy's gonna
Aircraft
keep
calling
on talking
Antalya
about
approach, say again
landing
with your
gear.
call sign.
Autopilot off.
Oh,
Captain,
goddamn trim.
landing gear down.
Okay,
Autopilot activated.
let's get the landing gear down. Maybe a bit earlier than I wanted.
Landing. Check. Landing gear down. Check. Speed
Okay.
brakes retracted or armed. Check. Auto brakes considered. Speed bugs adjusted. Autopilot considered.
Okay, let's see.
TCAS adjusted. ATC landing clearance. Wilco. Before landing checklist completed.
Let's see. Can we do this so that we get on the localizer quickly enough? That's the main question. We're pretty low. I'm gonna add flaps 10.
Flaps 5. Flaps 10.
Oh, sorry, that's the... Yeah, it's armed. Flaps 10. I'm gonna add flaps 15.
Flaps 10. Flaps 15.
Oh yeah, the minimums, 359. Not that one. But yeah, 3, 5, 9. Okay, we're now capturing the localizer. Okay, we're gonna put the flaps. Okay, let's see.
Flaps 40. Flaps 25.
Okay, now we're going down to the lowest. We are on the localizer. Landing gear is down. We're still off the localizer quite a bit, but we are getting back on it. We have the runway in front of us, so that's good news. We can soon cancel the autopilot, I would say. We just need to get on the glide slope. I'm gonna let the computer do that adjustment and then we'll kind of immediately take over control. Okay, lights are set, seat belts, speed brakes, flaps, other thingamabobs. Glide slope is alive. Generally speaking, it's looking good enough, I would say. Very nice kind of transition from day to dusk to night, actually. Not gonna complain about that. Okay, we're gonna take manual control a bit earlier, but I think it will be fun. It'll be a bit of a challenge. This will definitely have to slow down the aircraft at the same time that we descend. Okay, we need to work a bit on our descent rate. Looking pretty okay. One thousand. Yeah, let's make sure the localizer looking good. Glide slope, we're a bit above, but not too bad. We can slow down a bit. Okay, we're getting a bit to the right.
Okay, Finnair 1 Hotel Fox, we are happy with this routing if possible to the profile.
500 feet.
500 feet, still a bit above. Nothing too crazy, but not the best. We'll probably have to kick in a bit of right rudder, but just tiny amounts. 300. Okay, let's try to get the landing rate somewhat reasonable. Okay, getting the marker. 100. Okay. 40. 20. Okay, let's see. There we go. Much smoother. Okay. Reversers activated. Spoilers deployed. Looking good. Deactivating the spoilers. Going to manual braking. And we are stopping nicely.
Flaps 30. Taxiing. Flaps 15.
Okay.
Flaps 40. Flaps 2.
That's good to see.
Flaps 1. Speed brakes retracted.
Sorry, we don't wanna close the taxi lights.
Flaps 15. Nice touchdown. Taxi lights.
Okay.
Flaps 10.
What we wanna get off
Taxi lights on.
is
Flaps 5.
these lights.
Flaps 2. Flaps 1. Navigation lights off. Strobe lights off. Navigation
And then,
lights
let's see.
460, descent altitude 3,000 feet.
Oh, we never got an.
Clear approach only 3 default structure.
I think it kind of bugged out, but doesn't really matter. We can close pilot to ADC. I'm content with the landing. We landed with a vertical speed of 119. So that's nice, actually. Gonna put it in, successful flight. Let's taxi and park somewhere. Not sure if I can see the cargo area on the charts that I have. We're supposed to park there most often, assuming there is a specific area. I should have left pilot to ADC open, but well, there's basically no real cargo spot here, so we'll just park to the kind of main terminal, the international terminal, and take one of the spots there, I think. Let's remove the dual bleed. Yeah, looks very nice with the parallel 42 effects, with the night lights. Very, very cool. So let's just taxi here. We can turn those off. And we'll now...
Scene, Captain. Such an old man still working as a cargo loader. Poor guy. Earning extra to his measly pension, I guess.
This first officer. Some of them have some funny kind of one-liners. Or it's a measly pension. Yeah. Gotta work those extra shifts, right? We should have turned here, maybe, just to wrap this up. Let's see if we get a turn here. We can maybe just turn on this one and park. I think this is the Just Sim version, right? I don't think... Oh, yeah, that was a bit of a bad turn. But yeah, I don't think there's any... Oh god, look at this nightlight. Lighting up all of this. Yeah, not the best. I think it's the dynamic lights here at this airport. Of course, cool that they have some, but yeah, not the best. But yeah, I think with Just Sim, it's a bit like, some of them I think are pretty good, like Brussels, which they might have done together with digital design though, so that could explain why it's extra good. But yeah, it's not that they're all bad. I like their Oslo as well, so they do some good ones. Well, let's brake here.
Parking brake set.
And I think this should be it. We can close everything and shut off for the day. So what we'll do is those lights, and then we'll shut off number 2 and number 1.
Last engine shutting down.
We can
Beacon lights off.
shut the beacon lights. Let me just check if you needed something specific for the shutdown as well. Potentially it's just about opening the main door.
Main door open. Boarding phase has started. Time for the paperwork.
I think I can finish the
Main
log
door
now.
closed and
Yeah.
locked.
Let me check. Finish log. Do you want to stop? Yes. Aircraft ground parking wheel set, door open, all engines off, landed, door open. Okay.
Main door open.
Okay, let's finish. There we go. Send the log. We got a bit of a penalty, but we did it, boys. Hell yeah! There we go, buddy. I'm gonna check actually before I unpause that nothing went wrong. Pilot center, yeah, 8 flights. We can add a new bed now. Question is where we would want to fly from here. There's basically routes to Cyprus and Israel. Unfortunately, I don't have any of those Israeli airports. Tehran, was that Mehrabad, or might actually be nicer to fly. Well, let's see. Maybe we'll move into the Middle East. But okay, let me just check. I think I can close the ACAR system. Okay, yes, sure. Let's close the door. Let's do what I would normally do, just to make sure that we get those nice light effects. I'll also drop down the flaps a bit. You can see we have some aircrafts here. What's that one saying? Air Anka? Air Anka. Okay, that's an interesting one. And another one. Some very interesting liveries here. Okay, getting those flaps down. And I only do this because the replay, 'cause it's a bit broken, right? But I mean, look at these deploying. So cool. Very cool. Okay, let's get back to this view. Flaps are almost down. Come on. And let's do instant replay, and we'll do... Did it crash? Oh no! God damn it. Well, you can't always get what you want. I think it crashed because of potentially putting the lights on. That could have been it. I don't think I've ever seen a crash because of that. Luckily, it doesn't matter. I'll check the event viewer. It will probably tell me what caused it to crash, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the parallel 42 things. It's an NTDLL, yeah, error access, some exception code. Could have been anything. But yeah, at least finished the flight. We just missed the replay, but oh well. C'est la vie. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. And otherwise, until next time, bye bye.